Are we in? Are we in? Are we out? You want to know how I know that you were the last person to use the microwave?
How?
Because there was just like a random amount of
Splatter?
of time left in the microwave. Because you don't pick specific times when you
No.
do the microwave. You just like press something, and then when you feel like it's maybe ready,
I just take it out.
you take it out.
I do that.
And so I
because
went in there today. It said 2:43. I said it's not 2:43 right now. So the last person to use the microwave was
the love of my life.
Yeah.
I think this, okay, because this is how I go. I'm like, looking at the microwave, I don't know how to cancel, right? Even though it's like, sometimes it's like stop. I'm like, stop. And it's like, "Eek," and it doesn't, you know what I mean? And then I really am just like, I'm in a rush. That's why I'm using a microwave instead of a fucking oven. I just press a random popcorn button, whatever button, and she does it.
And then there we go. And then
the popcorn button's bullshit anyways.
It is.
Because it's not
enough time.
I've told you about my popcorn curse.
No.
5 years, I couldn't pop.
Oh yeah, I do know this.
I feel like we were friends then.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
I would burn the bag every time.
Mm-hmm.
It was not okay. And popcorn's one of my favorite foods.
Yeah, it is. It is one of your favorite foods.
But now I like now I like the Buddha. I call it the
Golden Buddha.
Golden Buddha.
Yep.
Which actually means the lesser evil butter flavor.
Yep.
But that's how my brain, like, I can't remember.
Because there is like a Buddha-ish looking figure on the front of it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. What are other brands? Because you know this. Mm-hmm. Restaurants, anything. I'm naming them Kiki's downtown. Now I can say it. What was that for a while for me?
I can't remember.
Kaka? Coco?
No.
Lily's?
I don't remember.
It was like something like that. Like I just like would refuse to remember. I feel like I have a lot of those.
I mean, it's
my
not
own
just
language.
You say when we're talking about one of our favorite artists, Biba Doobie, you say
Biba Doobie.
no. You say
I say Biba Doobie.
Yeah.
You say Bobbity Boobie.
No, I don't. I love her. Her new album's out. Is that helping or
We
is
don't
that
like
worse?
that.
Okay.
Keep that
Connory's
off.
here, everybody. If you
Guys, welcome back, Connory.
Connory is here. He's here.
How many eps did we go without Connory?
Fucking too many. I'll tell you that.
I think
now.
the last one that we did with Connory would have been in LA.
Yeah.
Was that when was the last time you were here?
So it's been a while.
I haven't
was
seen
in
you since LA. No,
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
But we didn't film.
No, we
We
didn't.
didn't film an episode though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA, and then you guys realized it was a bad idea, and a bunch of people said, "Get that guy off of there. He's super boring."
Off of where?
Yeah, off of this podcast.
The Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Right.
said you should probably. And then
Right.
I spent a lot of time just dealing with that internally.
Good.
But let's be real. There are a lot of really awesome
yeah.
comments that are requesting.
The people love you. I've heard some people have crushes.
No.
What?
That's what they're saying. The tabloids.
Oh, the tabloids.
No, I mean, we're so Connor. Every time you're here, it feels like a slice of home. Truly, a lot of my friends are here right now from Canada.
Yeah, we got the whole crew.
We got Sam. Sam's one of my best friends from home.
I
Mitch
wish.
and
got no one.
Connor.
What do you wish?
You guys have your little Canadian.
Canadians
slice
are
out.
hornier, right?
I have no one.
Canadians are hornier, right?
I don't know.
Are they crazier?
I mean, your friends are crazy, but I'm not going to generalize Canadians based on 4 people.
Generalized Canadians. What are we? Are we smarter? Give us something other than nicer. Do you think we're nicer?
Not necessarily. You guys are nice. Not nicer than anybody else that I know.
I think we're nicer. I'm not kidding.
In what way?
Yeah.
We're more real. We're down to talk.
I would
In
say
what way?
In the way that like people from the Midwest are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the South.
Or the South.
The South.
The South is sort of more.
The South.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
South.
The South.
Tell me. Tell me you're. So tell me you're Canadian without telling me you're Canadian. For the audio listeners only, Veronika just shot me about
They could hear
20
that.
times.
Well, also, I will say, welcome to all the new listeners.
Welcome. I've been doing that every episode,
it's
assuming someone's
awesome.
new.
I'm not kidding, because this is my job to read all the comments and deal with that.
Yeah.
There's been so many people just being
Got
like,
some newbies.
"Thank you, I'm new."
That's
no
awesome.
way. Okay, because I was like, every time I'm like, yeah, new listeners. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Assuming like, even for me, I don't know, when I start a podcast, I don't know.
Yeah.
Usually I do go to the beginning though. I try
too,
to.
for sure.
You start from the beginning?
Some people don't.
I know.
I don't. Especially because I'll tell you why.
Because you're wrong.
No, because listen, a lot of the
And a bad
podcasts
person.
that I find,
Yes.
a lot of the podcasts that I find are like at episode 450.
That's true.
So I'm not going
I'm
to
not
go
listening to
all the way
those.
back. And I get into it because they have a guest that I like.
Right.
Like and also I'm not the biggest podcast head in the world, but I do listen to them.
Dude, why do you have one then?
I just started listening to-
Why do you have one then? Beat you to it. Continue.
I just started listening, not just, but in the last
I'm sassy.
however many
I'm
months,
ovulating.
started listening to Bad Friends, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't go back to the beginning of that. Why do I need to go back to the beginning of their
I would say
podcast?
there
'Cause you're
are-
missing out on
there's-
inside jokes.
Exactly. There are certain podcasts where, like, for example, when I first started listening to Comedy Bing Bong, like
Bang
way
Bang.
back, I know, way back in the day.
People don't know that.
Back when it was Comedy Death Ray, that was like, I did go back
That was in the,
because
that was in the 70s.
yeah, that was the first podcast. Who had the very first podcast?
Radio.
No, who
Joe
had the-
Rogan.
no,
I'm
Very-
kidding. I know
this
it's
is a
not
great, this is a
Joe
great, this is a
Rogan.
great, this is a great game. This is a really interesting game.
Tiny Desk NPR.
No,
Well, in the way that it's listened
very
to,
first series, like podcast.
like just
BBC.
audio.
No,
Just-
like an audio, like an RSS feed podcast.
That was I would
CBC.
say
No.
on their
a
own
person.
on their own website.
Yes, like
So-
an RSS feed.
So it has to be.
Yeah.
This is internet.
I'm not talking about like the
George
format.
Tropolopoulos.
Nope. I love that you're just going Canadian.
I really
right
am.
now.
Is it a Canadian?
No. Kind of feels Canadian though. He is a comedian. He's a very famous comedian.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah. No. Imagine that.
Dude,
Joe
he's a-
Rogan.
Conan O'Brien.
Conan.
I'm pretty sure you can fact check me on that. but
How
I'm pretty
many
sure
episodes? Because
his
he's still
podcast is up
going.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't you just fact check it on your computer, Mister?
Yeah.
Check that. It's
That's
my
literally your job.
only
Your job
yeah.
is to shut up and fact check. Yeah.
Jesus.
Sit there, look pretty, and fact check.
First episode back, and it's already the Connery
I
show.
know.
Oh,
He's
Let's
got an ego now
go.
because he gets recognized. He's been recognized twice in his life. Bro, sit down and don't break that chair. It's the only chair that hasn't been broken. We have a temporary. We have an office in my apartment. I have a temporary IKEA set that was $200. Came with 4 chairs and a desk, and it was $200. We've had it for about 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
And these 2 big boys in the room with me right now both leaned back and have cracked 3 out of the one.
Two.
So the
Two
only
of the
one that's
4.
not cracked is the one that Connor's on because I was sitting on it.
I will say the third one is also a bit messed up because Kieran sat on it yesterday, last
Nice.
night.
Great.
So we
What
are,
were you guys were in here
Yeah, we were in here last night
chatting
chopping it up. I'm
with Michael?
So where's you got it? Conan O'Brien first podcast?
yeah, Conan Bryan first podcast.
Because actually,
Complete lie.
I do know that you were
Totally
in.
lie.
I do know you were in the office because this morning I walked in and there were honey bun wrappers and Dr.
Not
Pepper,
me. Not
empty
me.
Dr. Peppers, and I had to clean it up like the woman I am.
So it wasn't Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, I totally lied.
Who
to you
was
guys.
it?
Somebody I have no idea.
Okay.
David Suzuki.
Well, we'll just say it was Conan O'Brien. Let's rewrite history.
I don't know
a
how.
little bit.
I don't know why. I
Who
thought
was
that.
it though?
It was called Radio Open Source by Christopher Lydon. It was launched in 2003.
I
so we
love
all
that,
have to
yeah.
give homage to
I love him.
To Christopher
the
Lydon.
pioneer. It
Yeah.
wasn't even the term podcast wasn't even invented.
Do you
yet.
think he thought about that he probably watches Nevermind and he's like, I fucking started this shit.
Yeah. Why haven't they talked about?
He's
me yet?
probably dead.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Well, when did
That was a joke because he probably isn't because
recording it to
I don't wish he was- I
video
don't wish he was dead.
become a thing?
Maybe that's
Recent.
a Conan
Recent.
thing. I will say George W. Bush became the first president to deliver a weekly address as a podcast. Pretty iconic. That was on Apple's.
He's done a lot of iconic things, that guy. Yeah. Yeah.
It really does jump from like 2004 to 2011. I don't really know what happened between those. But anyways, yeah.
Okay. I
But
love
hey,
that.
this is where we're at. This is
now we're
the
here.
future of podcasting.
This is literally the peak of podcasting.
This is the future of it, at least. I'll tell you that.
Is the note on the wall says chill hangout.
What note on
If
the
anyone's
wall?
like, everyone's like, what are you doing this episode? What notes do they have? We have notes. It says chill hangout.
You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna kick my shoes off.
Take your shoes off. Let's go.
Take them off.
You see this?
What are you gonna do?
These are my. I'll recommend these to anyone that is interested. These are my Blackstock and Weber loafers with Vibram soles, and I'm gonna go ahead and kick those off.
Vibrating souls.
Vibram.
What the? What
Vibram
that?
is a brand. You've seen it before. It's like on like a lot of hiking shoes.
vibrating
What's up?
vibrating shoes. Imagine that.
But I love these because they have a big, fat, chunky bottom made by Vibram,
I love that for
so
you.
I can kind of,
These are
rock them around. Those are Sandy Liang.
Sandy Liang shoes. Someone did ask at the show yesterday. We had a show. We'll get to that. And I love them. They were an investment, and you have to invest sometimes.
Well, why don't we just get to that?
The show.
The show.
So we had a show last night.
We had a show last night.
I feel hungover because I'm so tired.
Maybe it's because you had three Diet Cokes.
I had half a Diet Coke, and I had a glass of wine after the show. And then I had a pizza.
a glass
Joe's
of. I'll say
pizza.
this:
What?
if you're not properly hydrated, a glass of wine can make you feel hungover the next day.
I'm not hungover. I'm just
At least it can
just
make me feel
tired
hungover.
because we did a big show last night.
We did a big
That's
show.
all.
We gave a lot of energy.
Yeah. And we spent the whole day. Usually we like kind of riff off the cuff. I don't know if you guys can tell, we don't really plan things very well. We try to, but I'm ovulating. You don't want to fuck with me right now. Okay.
Doink.
So
What you do not know is I am bulletproof, and I can send them right back. Ah!
You're supposed to.
what?
I thought you were gonna play
What?
off of that.
Catch it, put it in my hand, dispose of it. Actually, it's funny because I eat them, and that actually fuels me to become stronger and stronger. That is funny.
We're not gonna get into
No,
evil
we're not
laughs.
going to
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
We're done with that. That's retired.
Overrated.
So we had a show, and it was so much fun. The Battle House here in Brooklyn, sold out, motherfucking crowd.
That's awesome.
Sold out.
Ate the house down.
And first show of the newly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Veronika and Kyle
we
together forever,
scripted
the
it. So we
tour.
spent about 3 days.
We didn't script anything.
It was all made up. But yeah, we did script it.
We did.
It's not scripted. The show's not scripted.
What?
Nothing about the show is scripted. It's all
Off the dome.
So I gave you this water bottle,
yeah.
and you took off the lid. And you're
Okay.
drinking it like this.
Yeah, is that okay?
That's
Well,
It's about-
why is that a big deal?
It's just like a glass. It's just
'Cause
like
this is the one I
like,
got.
You like the little sippy sip.
because I'm a baby.
Yeah. 'Cause you're a little tiny baby.
And it's fine. It's just giving. Oh, you know what it is? I'm triggered because this is I go like someone I was like casually sleeping with, like when I was 20, go over to his house. I want a glass of water. He gives me a
pickle jar.
a pickle jar, NutriBullet thing. And that's what it's giving. I'm
Just
like,
like
oh,
whatever.
so no, we have the lid. It's actually a nice lid, straw, and he's doing this, and it's just like really. I'm just like back in time. To,
That's how I've
to me
always-
going. I don't like you. You don't like me, right? Because I don't have time for that.
Oh.
That's how I've always felt about the phenomenon of mason jars becoming cups. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
And I don't know when that happened or how that happened or why that happened, but it's definitely a part of like this weird sort of like barn aesthetic restaurant kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where they serve on like a piece of wood instead of a plate. And then they give you, or they serve on like a tray with that white and red checkered little piece of paper underneath it, and then a mason jar for a cup, which I guess I don't mind it all that much, but it's just when did that happen?
When did we like get rid of glasses, you guys? What's the worst aesthetic in your guys' opinion?
Ooh, this is a good combo.
Is it?
Jeez.
We're about to roast some people.
I've said this before.
Also, you should see my apartment. You should see my apartment. I can't even talk. I don't have an aesthetic. I don't have anything on my walls right now besides with this right here.
The picture in your bathroom, are those your people you know, or did you just find
No,
a
I
picture?
found that.
We got that picture.
I have a picture.
You should describe it.
I have a picture.
Well, we can just put
I
a
found
picture
this
of it right
at an
here.
antique shop. It's a man who clearly went to Vegas alone, and he's holding 3 women, and he's making out with one.
Yeah.
And then the one below is him with 2 hot girls, and they're almost naked.
Framed.
Framed. And he framed them. And it's like a double. And I was like, this is the best picture I've ever seen in my life. So I have that in my bathroom next to a illustrated
Like Art
rooster.
Nouveau. Yeah, rooster.
And
There's two
I think they
roosters.
kind of match in this really cool way.
There are 2 roosters,
There's 2 roosters.
and we'll put a picture of it right here.
But anyways, so that's my aesthetic. So all I'm saying is, please don't be offended. We're just speaking. No one has a right opinion. They're just opinions. Okay, worst aesthetic, go.
My least favorite, I'm not going to say worst, but it's the one that pushes me away the most. Yep, is beach rustic.
Yeah.
I think
Do
we
you know what I
talked
mean?
about this.
We
Yes.
have. But like
Live,
white,
love, laugh, quarter.
Yeah.
white wood.
Yeah.
That's like.
I feel like that's so 90s.
It's
like that's kind of out now, is it not?
90s? No, I think it's very
No?
like.
It's like our parents sort of like, or like millennial.
Yeah, early
it's like
2000.
millennial type thing. But yeah, like white
I would say
wood that
that's
has
millennial.
like a weird kind of like aqua blue tint to it, or maybe like the handles on
Yeah.
the dresser are like this
Yeah.
like weird aqua blue.
The one that I think is millennial is the room. One color is an accent. One wall is an accent color of like a deep blue or a deep green, and then like gold accent. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then or maybe it's like an arch over the bed. Like, I think that's millennial now. And and then like fucking industrial lights.
Industrial lights. What do you mean by that?
Like industrial kind of like not fairy lights, but they like look like they're like out on a patio at a restaurant.
Yeah, patio lights.
That
Like little like tiny like
like
bulbs?
bulbs. They're,
like
they're
a
more
string,
bigger bulbs.
but like
yeah.
a string.
Yeah. But they're bigger bulbs.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so. And
Like so.
like I think that's whatever that is, because I remember like there was a time I was like saving a bunch of them on my Pinterest. On TikTok, there was a girl who would like, you know, renovate homes to look like that, and now I'm like, that lasted for about
6 seconds.
Yeah.
6 seconds, and then but that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
What is a timeless?
Well, I mean, I don't think aesthetic
Aesthetic.
is timeless.
No.
Because it's just the form that we use to like communicate the same ideas.
Jesus
And you just got
Christ.
Connery-fied. And you just got Connery-fied.
God damn it, Connery.
This is why
Connery, you
people
just
hate me on the
Connery.
podcast.
How does it feel to pwn noobs? What? Well, because like our parent. Okay, describe our homes. What are those aesthetics? Like our parents' homes.
Your parents' homes were definitely your home like that I used to go to was definitely in the like clean like showroom looking home. Like your house was very like ready for guests to come over.
Always.
Yeah.
What about the new one?
Yeah, similar.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sort of like not opulent, but like that sort of just like suburban opulence, you know?
Yes.
My house was like just so messy and like
Books everywhere.
like bookshelves.
flour in the kitchen.
Yeah, like little notes everywhere. Like
Yeah.
it was
It's
very
lived in.
Yeah.
Yes,
when my
yes,
mom
yes.
was always like really like freaked out about that because she was like has a gift of hospitality. She loves when people come over.
Yeah.
So like she was always like trying, but then it was like there's 3 of us in the house all the time, like 3 kids, and my dad's like an artist and messy and
And
like,
you guys are always like cooking. I always
Yeah.
come over, or like baking. I always come over. We always make hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And there was
There's a
always
good
like some sort
picture.
of cookies. And I was like,
why isn't my house like this?
My mom's like trying to throw away an art project I did. She's like, we don't need this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I made that when I was in grade 1. She's like, it's sitting in the garbage for 25 years now.
My sister's Nefertiti statue head that she made out of paper mache has just been in my parents' house for so long.
That's like,
Creepy.
that's normal. My mom is a fucking,
She's the opposite of a hoarder.
she
Yeah.
is a minimalist.
Yeah.
She freaks out, bro.
Yeah.
Like the garage looks like a garage, pretty organized. I took a picture one time in it. She
Yeah, she did not like
ripped
that.
me a new one and was like, it's disgusting. Why would you ever do oh I was like,
It looked so
Just like a
Garage.
garage. Yeah, yeah.
normal. Yeah, just like
there was like a snowblower because we're in Canada.
yeah.
Huh?
They're gonna think we're
I know.
Yeah,
But it was, I get it. That's her thing. And maybe she's even going to be mad at me for this.
She will.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mom.
But it's okay.
But it's relatable, and I'm sure someone will relate to that.
She's also that your house is always very clean, which I like.
Always
I
clean.
liked going over to people's houses like your house. We talked about this maybe about like sleepover houses or like you go over to a friend's house who's like has a little bit more money and they have like an air conditioned basement with like leather couches and a Wii. Oh my God, I dream about that now.
Oh yeah, that's
Like going to somebody else's house who has like a nice basement or like a
Yeah.
nice
Oh, yeah.
sleepover zone.
Nothing like that.
I know because I didn't have that growing up. Now my parents have that.
Your basement is sort of what I think about now.
So my parents definitely over time started to, I was born in subsidized housing, like in an apartment,
Yeah.
and was like a 1-bedroom with my parent or whatever, and then moved into a townhouse and whatever, like just kind of
Yeah.
made more money along the way. And so now they have a cat, which I've always wanted a cat, but they wouldn't get a cat when I was living there. And now they have the basement where I would like make out with guys, and I didn't have that at the time. So I just
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you
anyways.
have the same house for like the entirety of your childhood?
No, I moved like 14 times.
but you've
Oh,
been
that's
there
right.
since,
Never mind. I knew that.
But
But
I
you've been there since you were like 8?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I moved I think 13 or 14 times before I reached the age of 10.
Right.
Wow. I had the same
And now it's almost
house.
20 years.
Almost 20 years. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is
That
crazy.
makes me
Feel-
feel more nauseous than I already feel nauseous today. Your house.
Same house.
Which I just visited recently.
Same house since
Same
you were
house.
born?
Since I was 1.
Yeah.
My parents moved there
a great
very
house.
shortly after I was born. It's old, and it. I don't even know how I would describe it. It's very, I would just say like classic, old American house.
Yes, but to me, I didn't know what that was till I went.
Yeah, it's
And-
wooden floors, wooden stairs, like not a lot of carpet.
But
In the-
there's no basement,
There actually
right?
is one room that is carpeted.
There's
in
no
the entire
basement,
house.
right?
No basement.
That's pretty normal for this
American.
for like Midwest South
Yes.
stuff, right? Because of like flooding or whatever.
I don't know. There was just no
Some
basement.
sort of-
I think at the time that it was
What about
built,
a tornado? What happens when you...
Well, you know what we have though?
and where it was built also wasn't. It's kind of like built onto a hill.
Okay.
A little bit, and so there's no. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it being
but it's kind of a
possible to build a basement.
3-story. It's cool. I've never been in a house like that before. Like there's so many rooms and it's
Mm-hmm.
quite big. And like basically there's like stairs and then there's a sunroom because it's on a hill.
It's
so
like
it's
a
all
half,
kind of
half
Oh,
floor.
okay.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
half
you like go
floor.
up
There's
one
a
set,
sunroom
little sunroom.
where the cat lives and the fish live. Then
You go
there's
up.
the top floor.
I'm sure they get into it.
But here's the thing
they do.
that's very different about the house that I grew up in versus most other houses that I go to is that when you reach the top of the stairs, there's not really like a hallway. Where like the top of your parents' house, there's a hallway where there's laundry room, your room, bathroom, sister's room, whatever, then your parents' room at the end. You walk up, you're at the top of the stairs, and there's just a square at the top, and then bedroom, bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, bedroom. Just all right across from each
yeah.
other. There's no hallway to walk down to get somewhere else. When you're at the top, that's just where you're at, and every room is right in front of you. And then there was an addition built onto it in the 70s, maybe I think, which is the bigger living room that's from the side of the kitchen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But before that, it was just the kitchen, the dining room, and then the one living room that's there.
I love Kyle just giving the blueprints.
Yep.
Of
That's it.
your house.
I won't lie. The last 30 seconds I blacked out.
That's okay.
I was listening, and then I went, ping pong in the Olympics.
There you go.
How do they serve like that? Because I pictured the ping pong room, and then I went ping pong.
Which was
Olympics.
my older sister's
How do they do
bedroom.
that? And then I went somewhere else.
Yep. That was my older sister's bedroom.
Is it really dark in here? Am I crazy?
No, we're good.
It looks good. Yeah, it is dark. But
I never had a basement, and I can totally relate to going to a friend's house who has that finished basement, TV, Xbox, Wii, whatever. And then, like you said too, it's just like AC, cold as can be, and you're just like
the best,
up on the couch, and you can just get away from.
And they have one of those giant like meat freezers.
Oh yeah.
And then they have
With,
like
cookie dough?
they have like freezies in there.
Oh yeah. My friend had
that
cookie dough.
That would be in the garage.
Sure. Yeah. Or in the back room, like in like the unfinished room in the basement.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they've just finished the
Yeah,
basement.
yeah.
That's why it feels so good. Pot lighting.
Oh my god. I love
Anyway,
that
It's
shit.
the little things.
Episode 43.
What?
Guys, thank you
What?
so much for
What?
tuning in.
What?
Thank you. Shout out
What?
to all the new listeners. If you've been here since episode 1, we love you just the same. We cannot wait for you guys to keep listening to every single episode that we put out from here on out. Please help us out by hitting that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a comment down below. If you want to see extra bonus content that we film right after this, hit the Patreon link in the
Extra
bio.
bonus content.
It's only $5 a month, and it's awesome for us because it helps us to continue. And if you're on Spotify, hit the follow button and
You can
rate us
comment now?
5 stars. And you can comment on Spotify.
We bought Lizzo.
We bought
that
Lizzo with Patreon money.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Love you, Lizzo.
Wow. You know what we haven't done yet, which is
I love
sort of
this guy.
becoming one of people's favorite segments. I read the comments. People are dying for this segment every week. You guys need to take your mushrooms.
Lying in Spain. We didn't take it yesterday, did we?
And
We didn't.
And it was the worst day we've ever had.
You're right. No, I did wake up in a cold sweat though. Literally, I woke up and I was like, I can throw up. I have a big audition coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's really looming over the brain. And hopefully by this time it's done. But it is affecting the house. It is affecting the vibe.
The
We
stress and nervousness sort of,
I don't know if anyone
Sort of,
relates to. Go ahead, sorry. I'm sorry.
it's all right. It sort of permeates from you and makes its way to other beings.
Really?
What?
Is that true?
Really? She
Not-
comes in the room every for 40
No,
40
not like
seconds
that.
and
I'm not saying like
I
that.
feel like this, and what should I do with this?
I'm just saying
It's a big one.
Also
It's
feel
for
I
Marvel.
also feel the stress is what I'm saying. I'm
To
not
be the next
saying
Superman.
that.
It's Spider-Man.
You said you wouldn't say anything.
What?
Oh no.
I signed the NDA. No,
What is-
it's a big one, and I don't know. Maybe if someone has a presentation at work or is up for a promotion or like, you know what I mean? It's just there, and you know you have that day to do that thing, but you're just like,
I want to get it over with.
and you go, okay, well then what if I do it this way? You like, now I'm overthinking the thing that if I almost wish it was tomorrow and I found out today. So then I would have just been like,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like,
But now,
But you do auditions so well.
you think?
Yeah, you handle them way better than I ever did. You
Yeah.
handle them better than most people. I feel like most people freak out way more than you freak out.
That's true.
I think so too.
That's true. I do have a friend in the same position as me, and they
You know what's
seem to be
interesting?
freaking out a bit.
You know
more.
what's interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so typically with the auditioning process, right? You do like a self-tape, then maybe you do another one, and then maybe you do like an in-person thing, whatever, and then all this stuff before you get something, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one, you haven't really like,
Don't say too much.
but do you know
but
what I mean?
Sure. Don't say too
There
much.
hasn't been there hasn't been a long process to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You know what I actually love is like when I was doing auditions, self tapes were not a thing unless you were like really far away. Like when we were in,
Oh,
when
that's
I was
just-
auditioning.
That's just
Yeah.
that post Cove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a little bit beforehand for sure. Like it was getting more popular before. But like it was always in person. It was always in Toronto. I had to drive an hour.
Of course.
Felt like I was
I had
going
the
to throw
same
up the
thing
whole
for.
time.
Oh, it was terrible. And then you go in for 3
seconds,
minutes
yeah.
to do it once, and they go, "You got it," or "Got it," and like that's the one you just need to get out of your mouth just to
Yeah.
say
Got it.
And they're like, "Yep," and I was like, "Fuck."
Shit. There's
And
no
then
way I
you're
got that.
truly 3 hours of your day gone. You probably got your shift covered.
Yep.
Like whatever it was. And then now that's when actors are like, I was just in person. I'm like, no, it's actually so much better, the Zoom stuff.
You can also take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think for me, when it comes to getting to a certain point, like what helps me with auditions and stuff is just like, it's like a sport to me. And I just kind of, and truly being nervous doesn't help you at all. So you really just have to like breathe it. Like truly, sometimes I like breathe it out and go, all right, let's fucking go. And like,
Yeah.
who cares? Like you just have to enter that zone.
But you guys deal with that differently, no?
Yes, you were up for something and it was eating you alive.
What are you talking about?
He's like, I have to go for a walk. Goes for a
Oh, yeah.
3-hour walk with headphones on. You were
Takes
there.
us all out of the house.
And just, oh my God. Where for me, I'm like, just be whatever. Like,
Okay, let me explain.
Yeah.
But to
go
be
through
fair,
it.
I've been
Okay.
doing this for 10 years.
Let's also
This was your first one.
first
Yeah.
audition post any of the internet stuff. When I was in LA, I did a couple of things that I would not count as part of my career by any means.
You mean when you auditioned for the Elvis movie? He did.
I did audition for the
And
Elvis movie.
I would pay thousands of dollars to see that tape.
Well, here's the thing. I sent the first one and then got a callback. It was a 2-part thing. First, I like sent in all the stuff that I needed to send, and then they hit me up and they were like, okay, here are sides. Now read these sides, which was like the callback.
What was the first one? Just a look?
Just the look.
Oh.
So, and then I had to do the sides.
I
Bad.
wouldn't call that a callback, but
Come on, that is.
Yeah, you got
no, you got
selected,
something.
Yeah.
And I love you for that.
Thank
and I
you.
love you for that.
So with this one, this was my first thing. I was agentless at the time. They hit me up on Instagram to
Yes.
audition.
Yes.
And I didn't have anybody backing me or repping me or anything like that. And so I was like, this is my moment this is my moment to launch. This is where I
where it
go.
happens.
This is where it happens.
It's meant to be. They found you on Instagram.
Right. And then I did it and I did the self-tape, which I was nervous for that because I hadn't done that in forever. And then got the call back, even more nervous. Holy shit. I have to do this thing via Zoom live in front of the person who's the creator of the show, creator and writer, and then all of these producers and everything. I was nervous.
Yeah.
And yeah, leading up to that moment of them, like 2 days before, they were like, okay, so on Thursday, we're going to do the Zoom callback. I was like, Jesus. And they sent me, it was the same line from the first one. Didn't even
Yeah.
have to do anything different. And yeah, I was just so nervous, but I did it.
What
and
were your
then
tactics?
I
though?
didn't. But
Yeah.
tactics for what?
Like Veronika was saying, she sort of just like doesn't care and just goes like, I'm going to do my thing.
It's two different. Oh, just in general. That's
Mm-hmm.
okay. My tactic was to have the lines memorized and have it really down.
Revolutionary.
Which I'm like,
Oh, so
Okay.
To have it
prepared for
really,
the
really,
audition.
Yeah.
really down,
Yeah.
so that I could go into it
and blackout.
and then just kind of like
Yeah.
not have to worry about like tripping over lines or whatever. I just knew it and I could just roll and be me and go for it. But I got physically sick
Yes.
beforehand
I
because
know.
of how nervous I was.
You know what it is? Okay. I don't know if this is going to help you or not. To me, I go, if I'm nervous here, what makes me think that I am going to do a good job doing the job?
Right.
Because I'm nervous on this Zoom thing in my kitchen. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I'm like, just then I'm not right for the job because I wouldn't be nervous. Then I'd be even more nervous on set
Yep.
or whatever it is.
There's-
Truly, it's just like anything to trick your mind I talk to myself pretty harshly, and I'm like, would so and so be nervous? No, they fucking wouldn't. Out, like, let's rock. You know what I mean? Like, because you have it in you.
Yeah.
It's your stupid brain going,
don't call me stupid.
I'm not you.
You're saying my stupid brain.
I'm
You just said it's
sorry.
your.
Hey, listen,
it's
I
your
did the
stupid
same.
brain.
My stupid brain.
I'm just kidding.
I did the same thing. And you really have to go, like, just somehow untwist it, untangle it, because nerves are like something you've made up.
Yeah, but you and I also, I think, operate a little bit different than Kyle in the sense that you and I are good at being like confident when maybe we shouldn't be confident.
But why shouldn't I be confident?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Why?
Right. Like
in this way, where as in I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I don't think anyone's better than me.
Yeah.
In like,
right.
As a person, as a human, are people more talented than me? Sure. But like also
they're not you.
That they're not me.
Yeah.
And I work hard. I do my thing. Whatever. There are a lot of amazing, talented people, and there's no comparison. We can't ever compare ourselves to other people.
For sure. I think that's what I was gonna say. I think that's the part that I get, because you were like, why would you be nervous now? Like when I've been in the moment, like when I go play music or whatever, I don't get nervous once I'm on stage.
Yeah,
once
same.
I'm in
It's the
thing,
pre.
it's the like, and especially with auditions, for me, it was always I have to like I have to be judged. Whereas when I'm doing the art, I'm no longer the judgment. I'm like, whatever. I'm already doing it.
Yeah.
I get to do it. I get to have fun. I get to play. But it is the auditions are different in that it's like there's this other element of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It really
Well,
makes I get nauseous.
Also,
I mean, this is me being like, fuck it, own your shit. Me being woken up from my nausea this morning.
Yeah.
So I say these things, but I understand I'm a human, and it flip flops. Some days I'm like, they would be so lucky, and then another day I go, why would they ever even look at me? I'm hideous.
I think for me also that it was just that first one
Yeah.
that really, really
And it is nerve wracking.
got me, and it was just because I wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I don't know. Not that I don't want the things that I've been getting now, but when I do it, I feel way more confident about it. I just really, really, really wanted something. And at the time, it felt to me like if I don't get this, then I won't get anything, is how it felt. Which is obviously wrong, but that's just how it felt at the time.
I think that's the biggest lesson that I've learned as someone who is, approaching 30. I'm 28. And I used to think there was only one chance, one thing, one shot. That's the shot. I can't, whatever. There's a thing I almost did when I was younger, and it was supposed to be the thing. And I went, well, that's the thing, here's the ticket.
Yeah.
That didn't go through. Another thing turned out to be different than I expected it to be. My point being, there are so many chances.
Yeah.
There are so many tickets, things, shots that you never just get one shot. You know what I mean? Like, even if I get my own pilot on fucking whatever, FX, and that doesn't go through, you can't give up. Like, there's just a million shots is what I'm learning.
And
it's
it
million shots.
is just you keep showing up.
Yep.
Keep showing up.
Yeah.
And then you'll get it again. And you learned and you got better.
Yeah.
You didn't lose anything.
And ultimately, too, the success, commercial or otherwise, of the project doesn't dictate whether or not it was like a good project or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, I mean,
You've done
or
you
it was a bad project,
Right.
and I learned from that.
Exactly,
Or
yeah,
I did a bad job, or I fucked up a relationship or whatever. Well, I learned.
Yeah.
And still getting better.
Well, I have, if you're nervous and feeling down, I have something that might make you feel better.
Okay.
I have an embarrassing story.
I have to pee a little.
At the news of his embarrassing story?
Can I hear the embarrassing? Am I going to laugh? I pee a lot.
You won't laugh. You won't be like, ha ha, but it's an embarrassing moment that happened.
Which we
I
finally
know,
got.
I heard that chair too.
I know, and I thought the chair broke and Connery went down.
Well, take it. Go.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
go to the
pee.
bathroom.
You guys talk for 2
we'll-
minutes.
Okay. I was gonna say we'll cut and whatever.
No,
but
no,
Connor and I will
no,
get to
keep
it.
going, keep going.
Yeah, what if the podcast is just
Okay, go.
this?
Is she out? Wait. I'm waiting for you to go. Okay. And she's about to get in the bathroom. It's closed.
Dude, that chick was so hot. She was like crazy, and I like couldn't even tell. And then fucking
I was gonna go. You see that teenage engineering medieval sampler? It's just, go to the thing we literally. Said we
Okay,
weren't
so hold
talking
on a
about.
second. That's
Yeah.
the thing that you have,
Yeah, but it's
but
so,
it comes loaded with medieval sounds.
yes.
Okay, so
Which
what
is
Connor's
just I'm
talking
goofing
about is from Teenage Engineering. They're famous for making the OP1, which maybe you've seen in the Swedish House Mafia music video.
Whoa. Or like Bonnie Bear. Big
How's
stuff.
that song go?
I don't know.
It's
Nice. People know. Yeah. Anyways, they're a Swedish design and music company, and they get clowned on a lot because they make goofy stuff. It's like sometimes overpriced or whatever. They're just
simply
having fun.
their things are very cool and practical and sound good, but they're often made not strictly, but they focus heavily on the aesthetic
Design,
of the instrument as opposed to
Yeah, and this time they made something perfect for me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
For
they always
us.
do for us.
So it comes with
It's loaded with medieval sounds.
Yeah.
Lutes. Teenage Engineering just put out the sampler that I have, the big one that I have, but it's a medieval themed version.
How much is it?
Same price.
How much
and
is
Derm, like $2.99 USD. And Derm was like, sent me a message today. Dermot, our musician guy, bandmate, and he was like, the medieval segments of the night segment of the podcast going to go so hard.
it is really tight.
It's so crazy. It's the exact same one as mine. It's just half of the samples are just like, bling, blong, blong. You know, like just like, anyways.
Okay.
And it looks hilarious.
So
Okay.
Back to something Veronica will care about.
No, I care
it's
about
all right.
that.
No, it's all right. You don't have to.
Bling. Oh yeah, the thing that. Oh yeah, you know that thing that goes bling, blom, blom, bling. No, yeah.
So
No, just kidding. It's interesting.
is
People.
eighth grade old enough for embarrassing story?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So in eighth grade, we in gym class had to do swimming. Every eighth grader, it was the thing they dreaded the most. If you did winter gym class, because you broke it up into, actually, I think both did it. I think you either just did it at the end of the semester or the beginning of the semester. Either way, you had to do swimming as part of gym.
Okay.
So if you had gym third bell, you came in dressed up, ready for school, and it's, co-ed school, so people are trying to look fresh and fly, and you have to bring a swimsuit. You have to get in the pool and swim for 40 minutes, do laps, like very, I don't know. I thought that was strange for a school to have swimming as a part of gym class. And then you get out and you go, and did you have swimming?
I feel like we went to like a rec center.
I did swimming lessons like
Me
all the
too,
time.
yeah.
Great. This is during school. I understand
I
swimming
would
lessons.
love this.
Was the pool in the
I
school?
definitely have.
The pool was in the school.
Okay, that's
I
very.
would love that.
That's very American.
Old pool, whatever. It sounds cool and fun, but when it's 20 degrees outside and you have to take off your winter coat and everything and change into a swimsuit and get into, it's like in the basement of the school because it was an old school, and get in the pool, it wasn't very fun because then you get out and you have no time to really dry, and then
You just
you're
go to class.
wet and you're walking outside to go to different classes. Anyway, we had that, and I had gym second bell and choir third bell, or maybe I had gym. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Either way, I went from gym to choir, and it's hard. They don't have like hair dryers or whatever, and so your hair is wet, and you dry it as best as you can. At the time, I was using this conditioner, shampoo and conditioner, that I thought was cool because I thought it was like niche and weird, but it's just called mane and tail, and I'm pretty sure they use it for horses. And I also had just kind of discovered that conditioner, like I didn't like when my hair got all like fluffy poofy.
Okay.
So I used conditioner to keep it looking
Maintained.
like, down, and I could really give it that swoop, and it was heavy and whatever. So I was using a lot of conditioner. And when I say a lot, I mean I would take my hand and like fill up the entirety of my hand with conditioner
God.
and use that in
Okay.
my hair.
Okay.
So I get to choir class after having just gone to gym class, and these two girls come up to me and they were like, I don't know how to tell you this. And I was like, oh no, what is this about to be? And they're like, but every day that you come into choir, your hair is so greasy. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about?
Looks
And they're
great.
like, your hair is just like really greasy. And then one girl even put her hand through my hair and was like, yuck. And I was like, oh, what? I was like, what do you mean greasy?
Oh,
in my head, I
would-
was like making my hair look good.
Also, how mean of them.
8th grade. I can't blame
Yeah.
them. And they're also
Right.
like my friends, whatever. It's not like random
Okay,
girls.
they're
or
like trying to
whatever.
help you.
Kind of, they're like, your hair is so greasy. And then
my.
I go like next bell and I look in the bathroom at my hair, and I hadn't even really heard the term greasy before, but I was like, what could that mean? And then I go and I look in the bathroom. I was like, oh yeah, my hair looks like it's got like gel all throughout
Oh
it.
my God.
And it was just like flat. I was doing like, the
Swoop.
the swoop.
Yeah.
You did
the
the
time.
swoop till grade 12.
Not really.
No, yeah. I've seen your grade 12 photo.
Okay.
It was
well,
a
not
swoop.
really. But yeah, they called me out for my hair being greasy, and I just I thought about it. I was
Wow.
like, I've been doing this with my hair for at least a month, thinking that
You're
look
rocking
cool.
this shit.
this is what I was rocking
Yeah.
by using a fuck ton of conditioner. Like they were like, do you wash your hair?
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I wash and condition it all the time.
Well, that's most of your youth is learning. You think you're doing the cool thing.
Yeah.
And then until
Till somebody tells you the truth.
someone tells you the truth. I should have a training bra.
We've talked about this
Yeah,
before.
and it was my undershirt.
Yeah.
I was like, it doubles as because the training bra looks like it's just a tank top,
Tank top, yeah.
but that was my undershirt for my V-necks.
Nice.
So you would see
You would see it.
30% of the bra
Nice.
with stains because I thought you didn't have to wash bras.
Right.
So
Why would you?
But anyway, is that embarrassing?
that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's a
Nice
good
job.
Embarrassing story.
story.
I hope everybody feels good about the fact that Kyle finally brought a real embarrassing story.
I know.
I thought
That's a
about it
good
today
one.
because when I
I
got
was
out of
waiting
the
for the end, and it
shower,
was and then I made out with both of those girls.
Yeah. And then they're like, wait, you
No.
look way hotter now. And then I lost my virginity.
no, I got out of the shower today and I was looking at myself in the mirror when my hair was wet, and I was like, oh, it just clicked in my head. I was like, this is what I looked like when I thought, like, it looked sopping wet.
Yeah. You're like, this is
And
awesome.
it wasn't. It was like as dry as I could get it after swimming class.
Yeah.
And
How did you get your hands on horse conditioner?
you can buy it in the grocery store. It's called Mane and Tail. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's actually what it's used for, but that is the logo. The logo is a horse, and it is a giant bottle,
Yeah.
which is why I used a lot of it to condition my hair.
This looks like it's not for human beings, dude. This looks
Like it's for horses.
it's
for horse hair.
This looks. I wish that you could see
So-
this bottle right now.
So you're using conditioner for horses and about a hand, like not even handful, a fistful,
No, I can tell you exactly what I did.
a giant.
There it is, Mane and Tail.
Oh, I know mane and tail. I know mane and tail. No, some people use mane and tail.
That looks like it's for an industrial purpose.
No, some people use mane and tail. I know that.
But
Geez.
this is what I would do. I would take it. I have to try to do this while continuing to talk into the mic. I'll do this. So I would put my hand out, and I would take the bottle, and I would line my fingers. Like I would like take it and go like this finger, this finger,
Using up every
this
bit
finger,
of real estate.
this finger, and then like circle it in my hands a bunch. Like far too much conditioner. I would say maybe if that was it, it would be enough to fill up like one of those small little IKEA cups.
Yeah.
Like a lot of conditioner. And then I
love
also
it.
I would leave it
Yeah.
in there for, 2 minutes in the shower and
Yeah.
let it sit.
Yep. Well, no, this isn't my story to tell.
Damn.
It's okay.
It's okay. But what I was gonna say is that you didn't have an older. You kind of had an older brother.
My cousin.
Yeah, to like help you through those moments.
Oh
where
no, but he doesn't know that stuff.
I didn't. I'll tell this story. But basically, all to say is that I definitely helped my sister because no one helped me.
I knew it was a Hannah story.
And so I'll say my story. I won't say tell her story. It's a good one. Which I think I've told maybe that I went to a cottage with I think I have told the story. I went to a cottage with two, like my friend, her older brother, all of his friends. I'm in grade 10. They're in grade 12. I'm like, this is the best weekend of my fucking life. I didn't speak at this moment. I was going into grade 10. They were going into grade 12. I was so shy. I didn't know how to speak to men. And boys.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you had the choice of shaving your pubes. And
You've said this one before.
I have
for
said
sure.
this one, but for the new ones,
There are new listeners.
it's a reminder that so there's just all these photos of me spelling out the word love while jumping into a lake in a bikini, and I am from the 70s. I am a feminist. I am Wolverine and Deadpool. And
Great reference.
anyways, no one, the guys would whisper, and then finally a week later, my friend goes, my brother said something to me the other day. I was like, what? Like expecting to be like, that I'm cute.
Thinks you're cute.
Yeah.
He said, Veronica's really natural, eh?
Insane comment too.
Which like now,
Yeah.
so many of my friends don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh my
Also,
God.
for a grade 11 boy, a pretty tasteful way of articulating that.
I don't know. Like he was telling me like I'm sure they were just,
Ripping.
I actually went to one of their
Savage.
weddings. One of them was their wedding that we went to.
That is awesome.
Yeah. But it just, and you know what? I still think that I was cool for
Savage.
But my mother, no one told me nothing that I had the option to. My one friend, her mom said, do a landing strip. Which is also
Maybe not.
kind of a dated
Yeah.
thing to tell. Some
Yeah.
people do that.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. But
I think it's kind of
definitely-
just a funny thing to be like, not just like, hey, you can do this, but like
Landing strip.
specifically like an aesthetic.
A landing strip.
Yeah, like
a rectangle
Yeah.
is like, don't do the whole thing. Do, which like
A
some people
design.
do, but
Do a
like
design.
that is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
But the thing about
And then I remember I was at a sleepover, had the landing strip because her mom did it. And then her friend was like, what is that?
but that's what high school
yeah.
is.
It's your
for.
friends going, it's that thing. You're like, well, I'm doing the adult thing. I'm doing this,
Yeah.
the awesome thing. And then
Yeah,
your
yeah.
friend going,
No.
what?
Yeah.
And you go, oh,
Oh, that's not normal.
That's not what your
just-
parents.
That's just whatever. I remember this was maybe like this had to be like 10th grade. I had a phase with my school lunch, which is honestly equally as bad, where I really liked marshmallow fluff and peanut butter sandwiches.
Pretty classic.
Or
Yes,
marshmallow
they're good.
fluff and Nutella, which is like
Oh.
that's not a lunch.
That is dessert.
and to
s'mores.
think, yeah,
That is
exactly.
a treat you have
Yep.
once every 3 months.
Which
Well-
is a pretty reoccurring trend in school lunch food.
Of course, but it was the sandwich.
all- yeah.
It was the sandwich that I had, and I remember also feeling like I've got kind of like a cool alternative lunch. So like when I pull it out, my friends are like, "What is that? That's not peanut butter and jelly. That's not a turkey and cheese sandwich. Like, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's marshmallow fluff and peanut butter." And you know, whatever. I'd have it every once in a while. One time,
Fluffer nutter.
sure,
That's what people
That's what you call
it.
it?
Yeah.
One time, my friend, I pulled it out, and my friend was like, "Is that mayonnaise and peanut butter?
There it is. I was going to say, and that's what I had in my school lunches.
Mayonnaise and peanut butter."
Mayonnaise and peanut
okay,
butter.
so I was just gonna say, my friend was like, he was like, "Is that mayonnaise and peanut butter?" And I was like, "Yeah," thinking he was kidding, and he was like, "Dude, my mom loves those."
Right.
My mom loves those too. Yeah.
Wait, I
think
know
it was-
we've talked about this, but on the pod, I don't know.
Maybe
he's
I don't
talking
know,
about it,
but he's
but
like,
yeah.
my mom loves those.
Yeah.
And then I remember, which of course, this is my high school self. I was like, that's disgusting. This is not mayonnaise and peanut butter. This is marshmallow fluff. I was like, your mom likes mayonnaise.
Your
and-
mom's disgusting.
Exactly. I like ripped into
Your mom
him.
should hide forever.
I was like, that is so gross.
You should be
Mayonnaise
embarrassed that you came from that woman.
and peanut butter. And I remember kind of ripping them. It wasn't bullying,
I was maybe on the line.
but I wasn't being.
You know what I'm thinking?
Kind.
Do you think kids
Kind.
nowadays are also eating like shit in their lunches?
Right, because for us, there was a like health. There was a moment I feel like we like lived through the like there was just no rules and we were just eating like purple ketchup and like just crazy chemical stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was like a shift in like we were talking about this earlier, but like the fact that Gushers were a fruit snack.
Oh, my lunch was this: Gushers and fruit roll up.
There's the other one. Yeah.
Kool-Aid jammer, probably like Tostitos,
Nice.
plain, and I would make it myself, and maybe a nectarine that I wouldn't eat, and pudding or something.
In what?
Wow.
Brown paper bag? Did you have a reusable?
No,
thing?
reusable.
Reusable
Okay.
bag.
We
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
American.
You both did that.
That's American.
So
You go and get
mine,
your lunch bag.
mine was brown paper bag
Classic.
lunch, which was awesome to have, just like rolled up and just in your backpack.
That's so American.
Yeah,
Brown
it is.
paper bag.
That's so American.
I don't think they sell
That's so
those.
collegiate. Like it's so like
And there were different levels, but it was typically the peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Right.
and I would get crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I remember graduating to whole wheat, whole grain
Nice.
bread, keeping it a little healthier, as healthy as we could get it. By senior year, I was doing turkey, cheese, and mayonnaise.
you were
do you-
allowed peanut butter in your school.
Yeah,
We were.
We had like classrooms where you learned.
Oh, you're
weren't
right.
allowed because
There
of
was
kids.
not.
I
there
remember
was a
that
no
was a
peanut
thing
butter
because I
zone.
wanted to eat it a lot, and then that's what cause I was so picky.
Yeah.
So
So
I wouldn't eat.
It would be
anything.
that.
Yeah.
Either
Or my mom would
a-
just do jelly, and that was nasty.
Just like, was there kids just like going crazy on peanut? Like, was it just? I guess peanut allergies.
The
were just
allergies.
huge. Yeah.
It was
was
the
the thing.
beginning, and I think it's
Yeah.
even worse now. Is that the thing?
I think I've heard that too. Yeah. I had a kid intentionally eat peanut butter with a peanut butter allergy, but that's another story.
So
Go ahead,
that was the sandwich. Apple or banana, just kind of rotated. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts,
Yeah.
Cheez-Its or Goldfish, and an apple juice.
That is so classic. I feel.
Yeah.
So classic. As
That's
classic,
really
as,
classic.
as you could get. And then I would spend 50 cents to get the baked Flamin' Hot Cheetos as well out of the vending machine at
But that
the
was
school.
later in time, wasn't it?
No. I was doing that all throughout
When did baked come in?
from 7th grade.
Yeah,
When I-
maybe.
when I
I
had
remember
them.
it wasn't like grade 3.
You
but
guys
that
had,
was
you guys had the lunches I was so jealous of.
what?
Like both of those lunches, I was always just like, I would
Mine
go
was-
home and be like, Mom, I guess you don't love me because I don't have
Because you would have what?
like peanut butter mayonnaise or cheese and jam. That was a big one.
Cheese and jam.
Yeah.
So your parents are doing it's the same ingredients, but they're just mixing them up.
Yeah. Why can't you have peanut butter and
man,
jelly?
my mom
I
doesn't
mean,
love me
because-
because she's giving you fear factor lunches every day.
I kind of want to try a mayonnaise peanut butter
You should try it
sandwich.
today.
Fuck.
It's one of those things where you
No,
taste it and
you
you go
don't.
like,
Why did I
oh,
make this?
yeah, like
why
why, why does this work? And it's
On
like,
white bread?
no, I was never allowed white bread.
Okay.
It was always
Whole
wheat.
grain?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like my mom was like, we weren't like, there's like healthy. You go like healthy.
You guys
people.
weren't health freaks.
No, we weren't health freaks at all. It was just like my mom was like a whole grain mom.
Yeah.
My mom was like a whole wheat bread mom. Like we never had.
But then you'd have like homemade cookies that were not
exactly
whole,
exactly.
were not whole grain.
No, exactly. Like
Right.
we baked a lot. If it was homemade, it was healthy, even though it wasn't.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if it was
yeah.
that mentality, so like I never had Gushers. I never had like people would come to school with Dunkaroos, and I was always like,
Oh yeah.
Dunkaroos.
that's so unfair.
But see, I was
so
in like the
good.
median range. Like I didn't
Right.
have Gushers. Oh, sometimes I would have a fruit roll up, not fruit by the foot. The ones that were like kind of taller and came in like
Yes,
a
yes.
like a foily looking.
yeah, fruit
Yeah.
leather type thing.
No. This was look up fruit roll up.
I was also
by
the
the-
kid.
yeah.
Not fruit by the foot.
Okay.
Fruit roll up.
Fruit roll up.
It's
I know
very
fruit roll up.
different.
I know fruit roll up.
Yeah.
I would not. This is the thing. I would have all those things, and I would eat maybe one thing or half of one thing, and then come home and have my lunch fully full. So I think I was truly at this time, and it wasn't 'cause nothing, I was a kid. I just like didn't like eating. So I maybe had like 50 calories a day. And that's crazy that I was just like living off that.
Imagine how tall you'd be right now if you'd actually eaten food as a kid.
No, my mom was like, you need to eat. And I'm like, I just don't want to. Like, or I'd have like a piece of a bun, like plain bun, and I'd have like a bite of it. And she'd be like, this needs to be gone. And like, and I just like would not eat. It was very.
I think that there it is. That's fruit roll up.
Okay, this one on the side here.
That's fruit roll up.
Right, and this is fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot.
Fruit roll up is the one that you put on your face.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could like. They also had ones that had like tattoos on them.
Yes.
That you could like tongue
Slit.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
you
it was
would put
on
it
your tongue. Yeah,
You
yeah,
just,
yeah.
like-
Oh, granola bars, like chewy.
Oh, yeah.
Chewy
bars.
granola.
Oh, you know, I did have chewy occasionally.
Yeah, that was good.
That was like what
That was
that's
a
what I
safe
meant by
one
like
for me.
healthy.
A chewy bar.
A chewy bar, yeah. Like,
Right.
it'd be like
Chewy-
chewy bar and like, you know.
If you got that just like classic chocolate chip chewy
Yeah.
bar,
I like the dip one. I like it was like a caramel dip.
Oh,
like all
that's-
over the top.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
too
remember?
much.
Okay,
I know, but I
look up also kudos bars. Did you guys have kudos?
no.
No.
So it was like a chewy bar, kind of. I think it was a little sweeter, more candy-esque, covered in chocolate. And then they would have, or maybe it was sometimes just like a chocolate drizzle, but they would have like M&Ms pieced into it.
Whoa. These look good.
Let me see. Pull that screen over. Yes. Do you remember those?
Oh, no, we didn't have them, I don't think.
Discontinued, out of business.
But maybe we
Very,
did.
I love a good like corporate food episode.
very delicious stuff.
Guys, we have
And
some
get-
people to thank.
Yeah.
Oh
this
shit.
episode. Yeah. All right. So Connery, cue the music. My papers.
Madame.
Where are my papers? My papers. Where are my papers? Yes.
If you recall, we have gone back in time. You sent me back. You read a list and you took me to a place I've never seen before.
I do remember, but just in case someone else doesn't, what year is it?
1306.
1306, the greatest year in history.
Say!
Oh, the bouncing moles and the lovely ladies strolling down the street. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, little lady. Can I have a little baguette? Thank you.
Now, tell me, I've never been to a place like this before, but you say that you have lived so many past lives.
Yes.
What is it about 1306 that is so great?
I just told you. The dancing ladies in the lovely street and the little men with a baguette.
No, I see
and
that.
A little fish. Do you want to go fishing? Do you want to go to a dance and drink wine? La 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 dee, la.
But if I may, we have all of these things in our time, in 1706. So why is 400 years prior so beautiful?
Because of him,
Who's that?
my ex-lover. I need to get back with him. I need to be with him and make babies with him because they will rule the countries, rule the kingdoms.
How is it so? That man is 4'5", maybe.
People are smaller then.
Oh,
Yes, it's normal. It's actually quite an average height.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with his arm?
He's got a tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just
It
a
wasn't
tattoo.
really like it wasn't very common back the year, but like yeah, it's a tattoo.
It's bleeding.
Yeah, it's infected.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like modern medicine, like all that stuff.
okay.
So, yeah.
Well, should we go
What does it say? What's the tattoo of? Do you see it?
It says,
It says
in pain, but I feel no pain?
yeah.
I'm not sure what
I
that
love
means.
that. And I actually love that.
Could we go say hello? Or would it be...
I can't.
Why?
We had a fight. And that's the whole thing is that I regret it to this day. I got drunk and I just like pulled up some bullshit and I was like dramatic about it. You know what I mean? I was like, you looked at that girl. And he's like, no, I didn't. I was like, you looked at that girl. I know you did. And he was like, you didn't. Like, I didn't. And I was like, if you don't want to be with me, then just don't be. Like, I was just like dramatic and drunk and like, I regret it. But it ended things.
I'm gonna go say hello to him.
No, wait, don't.
You, sir? What is your name?
Hello.
That voice makes me.
You down there. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Roger.
Roger?
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
What is wrong in this fight that you have with milady here?
Roger.
You,
Yes,
Trelacia.
Roger.
It's been eons,
Centuries.
and yet
Millenniums.
I still feel
No pain.
no pain.
No pain.
That's what his tattoo means.
Well, Roger, I was wondering. I'm a bit of a feminist. Would you want to take my hand in marriage? I already have the wedding list and everything.
This is the guest list to the
guest
wedding?
list to the wedding.
Who are they?
Well, why don't you read it out loud?
But what honor do they have to be invited to such a wedding?
They're my cousins, aunts, uncles, twins. They're my rebels, my ladies, my lovers, my kings.
Sure, I guess I will read them. And if you approve, then you shall be wed.
Is that how it?
Finn Bruce, Sarah Dahlstrom, Eric Burke, Hayden Kuhn, Lucy Walker Cox, Adrian Dubicki, Badsick, Ashlyn, Ao Pipu Sponsor, Erin Ruggiero, Katie Chase, Martin Legrand, Carlotta Ossenberg, Sophie Serenkowski, Kelly Beach, Hot Sauce Haley, Dana Kriesman, Manso Wisa, Louie, Poppy Davies, Belle Stone, Loli, Willie One of One, Coco, Mia Babadia, Andre Sanchez, Ali, Jack Bloor, Laura Strelitz, Holden McGroin, Hivemind Riley, Hannah Newson, Daniel Vernard, Stink, Emily Faith, Ben Hare, Favi, Mazen Abagabia, Antonio Mora, Josiah, Maggie Moran, Mackenzie, Stinky L, Deals for Reals, Isabel Ferrier, Jamie McPentagon, Adriana R, DJ Khaled Sticker Girls, You the Best, Danny Manny, Troy and Haley Coleslaw, Haley Nelson, Betsy, T-Bone Cornbread, The Joy Hotel is the best band in the world, Bank, Ruby, Veronika, and Kyle are friends in real life, ahahaha, Austin Frutigalicious, Taylor Lania, Matthew Vendepute, Luke Sin, Lauren Kelly, Eva Eastberg, Megan Gooby, Grace Shannon, Ashley Foles, Rob Dog Bow Wow Wow, and Savannah Lewand, aka Lil Pip. That's quite a list you guys have to invite to such a wedding.
I know, and now we're wed because that's what it means, doesn't it?
It does in our day.
And
We are-
now we're in love.
Now we're in love.
And now we're in love.
And now we are married.
Now we're married.
Now we are wed.
Together.
Wait, what is this? Where'd he go? Madame! 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 Wake up! Please! Please wake up! And why is your tongue hanging out? Please wake up. I can see that you're laughing. I know you're not dead. Madame! 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 Madame!
To be continued.
And scene.
Okay, thank you guys for listening.
Can I just say, you guys are really good at improv.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you.
It's actually just a couple simple rules. Yes and.
Yeah, that's the one.
And no.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, guys, we love you, and I'll see you next week.
And if you are ready to see the extra bonus crazy content where we
For the
take off,
Patreon we're about to do
where we
right
take
now.
off our shirts,
No, we don't do that.
Yeah, we do.
then come see it in the bonus episode. And if you would like to
We have some merch left.
let's get some merch. It's on the website. And maybe there's some new merch coming soon.
Bye.